probability is a conditional probability. So conditional probability means we will try to find the probability of an event and another event has already occurred. Here PBA means PB given A. Normally it is used as given, but it is better to use P will occur provided A has already occurred. So A has occurred. In that case, what is the chance of getting B? What is the probability of B? So we will use the formula PBA equals to P intersection B by PA. So we will take an example, rolling a die. So here the sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The event A is 1, 3, 5 and event B is 1, 2, 3. So PBA, so event B, event B where A has already occurred, in that case P intersection B is 2 by 6. If I look into the elements of A and B, there are two elements 1 and 3 that has repeated in the B. So there are two out of 6 possibilities, there 2 by 6 is the intersection and 3 by 6 is the PA. PA means 1, 3, 5. There are 3 elements out of 6, so it should be 3 by 6. So P of B given A, that is probability of B and event A has already occurred. In that case it is 2 by 3, that is 66.66, 66% chance of getting that. Last we will discuss about the famous Bayes rule. Thomas Bayes was the Englishman who around 1700 developed this rule, and the English people are trying to impose new educational policy to their old system, and they were trying to calculate what is the impact of the new rule, new policy on the old one, and we will learn about the Bayes rule. So when to apply the Vyas rule? The sample space must be disjoint union of events. Here we only consider the sample space where the disjoint union of events is there, and the one event overlaps of the other. And given that B happened, what is the probability of event A? We will calculate G of the event B. What is the probability of given day that B has already happened? So let us take a sample space A1, A2, A3 up to AN. These are the diagram A1, A2, A3, AN, and we will consider event B, that is it has happened. So what is the probability of event A? A means anyone, A2, A3, A4. So A maybe the B made some intersection with even A2, A3 or A5, A6 anyway. Now Bayes rule for two events. How to calculate Bayes rules for two events? Event A1 and event A2 is a disjoint union. Event A1, event A2 and event B that has already happened. So what is the probability? PA1 given B. So what is the probability of A1 given B? So we will use the formula P event B given A1 and PA1 by P of B given A1, PA1 plus P of B given A2 and PA2. If we calculate this, we will calculate this way for two events, and we will use the same formula Bayes rule for multiple events. We will expand the formula. In that case, if any event A1, A2, A3 up to AN is a disjoint union, so in that case PAJ given B so is equal to PB of AJ and PAJ and summation over P being AI or PAI. So these are A1, A2, A3 up to AJ, AN, and these are the event B. So we will sum up the denominator and we will particularly calculate the probability event J. So we will in the numerator we will use the event J, and in the denominator all the possible intersection of the event B among the event A. So let us take example of Bayes rule. Bayes rule for two events. There are two red balls in a box, one red ball and one blue ball in another box, and in a third box two blue ball is there. If we pick up a red ball from a box, then what is the chance that the second ball in the same box is red? So we have three boxes here, A1, A2 and A3. In the first box there are two red balls, in the second box there are one red and one blue, and third two blue. So we will find the probability of A1, event A1 is two red ball, A2 a red ball and a blue ball, A3 is 2 blue balls, B equals to the event B pick up a red ball. We have already picked up a red ball. Then what is the probability of getting another red ball in the same box? So we will use the Bayes rule for two events. So we use this formula as the two events is there, PA1B. We will use the formula of that. So Bayes rule for three events. We have already mentioned the event A1, A2, A3 and event B that pick up a red ball. In that case we calculate PA1B. So PBA1, that means if event A1 is occurred, that means that we have already picked up a red ball, then getting PB, probability of B pick up a red ball is 1. So PBA1 is 1. What is PA1? PA1 is that there are three boxes and one box has a red ball, two box has a red ball out of the three box. So if I pick up a 1, the getting a red ball from any box is 1 by 3. What is PB? And in the denominator PBA2 is half. Why it is PBA2 half? There are in the second box there are two color of ball, one is red and one is blue. So it is a 50% chance of getting a red ball from the second box. So PBA2 is half, and similarly PA2 is 1/3. PBA3 is 0 because in the third box there are no red balls. So getting a red ball from A3 box or third box is 0. And PA3 is always 1/3 because out of three box we wants to collect one red ball. So it is 1 by 3. So total probability is PA1B equals to 2 by 3. So intuition is something different. As there are two box contains a red ball, so chance should be 50%. But in Bayes rule, we can show that it is only more than 50%. That is 66.6%. So in probability, intuition does not occur always. So we have to use the Bayes rule instead of our intuition. So Bayes rule of what it physically means, we try to explain that. So suppose event A, event B has already occurred, and we try to find whether it is what is the probability of AJ. So it is a like cause and effect result. The cause is AJ and effect is B. So we will get the PB of AJ. In that case, we will get the cause effect. And similarly, if the event B has occurred, we want to know what is the reason of happening of B. It may be it is due to AJ. AJ means any number of events are there, lots of events are there. Out of that, any one reason is there. That's why we get the result B. So you can use that as an inference, drawing inference of an event. So it should be PAJ of B. So in that way, Bayes rule can be interpreted in that way is cause effect. One way is a cause effect, and other way it is an inference. So we can draw from inference from an event that has already been occurred, and that event, what is the reason of that event of occurring. So these are the implication. These are the application of Bayes rules. Now we will take few more examples that's interesting to us to calculate about the probability. The first example will take flip a coin until getting a first head. So these are the sample space. H first head. If you get the first head, first the H. Next one is tail, and then again we get head. Next one is tail head, and tail head, and so on. It may continue for infinite value. So probability of flipping getting head actually at least 3 times. So it should be TTH, again TTH, and so on. So what is the probability of getting head actually in third trial? So probability of flipping at least 3 times. So first probability TTH means probability of getting tail is half, and probability again getting tail is half, and getting head is half. As these events are independent, we can multiply it. For the next, it is the 4 consecutive outcomes TH, so it should be half, and so on. And it will be a nice series 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32 plus and so on up to till it is an infinite series. It may be an infinite series because until we get the first head, so it should be, if we add sum of, it is 1 by 4. So only 25% chance of getting head in three times, at least 3 times. Flip a coin until getting first head. We can calculate the same example with a different way, much easier way. You may consider it is a much easier in that case. So the sample space is H, TH, TTH, and so on. We want to get the first head, probability of flipping at least 3 times TTH, TTTH, and so on, and these are the event. So what is the not occurring of that is at least for 3 times. The first is a H and second is TH, and for third, before third, we will get the head actually. So PA equals to 1 minus P naught A. We calculate that for 1 minus P equals to 1 minus P naught A. In the A naught we get H and TH. For H its probability is half, and for T it is half, and for H it is half. So it should be 1 by 4. So PA equals to 1 by 4. It can be calculated very easily this way, probability. We have discussed a lot on probability, and we only remain within the basic rules of probability and application, which is in our syllabus, and you may use books or anything else to calculate or know more about the probability.